Okay, so task 7 is the mail merge question. What you'll find is somewhere between half and 3/4 of these assessments have mail merge questions. Mail merge being the tool that you use in Microsoft Word, where you make a bunch of letters or slips or address labels when you're only really given either a spreadsheet or a database or just a text file with a bunch of names and addresses in. Okay, so download the files. So I'll pause and then unpause when I've downloaded all those. Okay, so I've hit a snag, which is when you click on draft information slip, because it's a text file, this web browser is just opening it like that. So what I would do is copy and paste that into a new Word document. Right click and paste. I tend to hover over the different paste options and choose the one that looks best. This one's better. I would try and avoid that typewriter font if you see it, because sitting girls don't really like it very much. Okay, so I'll get rid of that one, and then this didn't do save as like I wanted it to. Again, it opened it in the web browser. So this one you have to copy and paste, because you want to keep it as a text file. You copy and paste it into Notepad, which you will have on the computer if you've got Windows. It might be in Programs and Accessories. Okay, so that's all in there. I'm just going to get rid of the blank line at the end and do save as. And I'll save it in the usual place. Not the best file there. Better than a bunch of gobbledygook at least. Might get rid of that now. I've copied and pasted that, so that's a bit sorted. And I've already downloaded the evidence document as well. So, making an information slip. Produce the unmerged slip showing all the merged fields. Okay. And then do a mail merge really. There's not a lot else in there, is there? But whenever you're doing something in Word, just show that you can do a few tricks. So I made that bold, although actually I bring my pen tab back and pin it so it stays there. I'm going to do heading 2, just because I like using styles. And I'm going to get rid of these blanks, which is a bit OTT. Because it puts blanks in anyway, because it's in normal. If you want to get rid of blanks, do no spacing. Or you can go to page layout and paragraph. Okay, I'll do a proofread. Okay, it's fine. So obviously there aren't any marks in the mark scheme for spell check on this particular one. Okay, so let's just get to the nuts and bolts of doing an actual mail merge. Okay, so look across the tabs, which is most likely. Mailings is hopefully what you're saying. Start mail merge. Always use the wizard, in my opinion. Now, if it was letters, it would do one. Each one would have its own page. They say slips, and we all know how skint schools are. So if you do directory, then that doesn't put each one on a new page. So I'm going to do directory. If you do labels, then all you have. At first, it asks you what your paper's like that you've got your labels on, and then all you have is you insert the names and addresses, and then follow it through and asks you to click the button to duplicate it to all the other labels. Labels is a bit weird because you start off with a blank page. The other ones you might be doing for this test would be letters or directories. Letters, one on each page. Directory, they come straight after another. In real life, you can do email messages, which are becoming more and more useful, obviously, in the real world. So I'm just going to tweak this a little. I'm going to press enter a few times there to make a bit of space. And then I'm going to get into putting actual fields into the places where they've told us to. So these are just saying where to put things. and later we'll insert the fields that have come out of the text data, so it will create a load of slips automatically. So directory, click next, use the current document, yep, click next, use an existing list, yep, it's that one we just saved, click next, then it asks where the list is, so you find it, and then remember that they said only from the 12th, so you can laboriously tick and untick them all, or you can sort them and then they're all together. I use the filter, because then it's just 2 clicks and you've got the right recipients. Okay, that. Next. So you've got to lay it out and add recipient information. You can use more items to add them one at a time. I don't. I use insert merge field up here. I double click that to highlight the thing I want to replace, and then I choose name. And you see there's no space there. That's no good. I'll add a little space afterwards. And you just repeat that process. Highlight the thing you want to replace. If you need to put spaces in or press enter, then obviously you do that. Mail merge is great if you're doing a load of things. If you're only doing 2 of these, you probably just copy and paste the addresses on your own. But whenever you're doing a lot of something, then mail merge is often a useful thing. Just be aware you can actually tailor the text even more than this by doing rules. So you can say, if they're coming on the 12th, give this text. If they're coming on the 13th, do another text, which is really useful. So you can give, different offers to different clients or whatever. Yeah, it's a useful tool, I find. Right, so that's that all arranged, hopefully. I'll click on next to preview the directory. This is the first one. You always have a little look through, you're checking for spaces and stuff. And here you can flick through the different recipients. No problems there. At this stage, if you're happy, you can actually produce the unmerged slip. Just go back to that one, then you can see these things, which they call the merge fields. So they want to see this, and they'll want a screenshot of that in the evidence document. So I press the print screen button on my keyboard, and then to open up the task and evidence. So paste the screenshot in there. There's blank space. Here's a screenshot of each of the merge slips there. So we'll go back to the mail merge. Next is the preview. Click next again. And do it to a new document. I'll do all of these. Okay, so if you can use this to get the ribbon out of the way. So there's the first. Zoom out a little. There's the first 2, so I'll print screen those and paste them in the evidence document. Press enter a couple of times. Oops, this way. Do a page down. Do a print screen. Another one. Right, so I'll save that and close it so I can upload it alright. Don't really need this anymore. Might keep this because sometimes you find something later on. So I'll save it as Green Meadow information slip. And I can close that as well. Minimize that. So with all those Word documents closed, you would then be able to click on upload your completed document, and you could upload the evidence document. Okay, so that's task 7 complete.